US President Donald Trump has announced he will hit movies made in foreign countries with 100% tariffs, ramping up trade disputes with nations around the world.
도널드 트럼프 미국 대통령이 미국 밖에서 제작된 모든 영화에 100% 관세를 부과한다고 발표함에 따라 세계 각국과의 무역 분쟁이 심화될 전망입니다.
Well, this has ruffled the feathers online on social media since the announcement because no one's quite sure how this could work. Donald Trump has said that the American movie industry is dying a very fast death, and he was blaming other countries for putting a concerted effort to take filmmaking out of the US, and he described that as a national security threat. So he's threatening these tariffs, but we don't know how they would be applied, because tariffs you apply to a thing that you're selling, but a movie goes to cinemas and then you sell tickets. So is the tariff on the ticket, or is the tariff on the movie coming in, or on the production? Nothing is quite sure at the moment. We shall see, because the US movie industry often films abroad. Canada is a great place for a lot of movie studios and TV studios. So is it going to tax US companies? Is it going to tax international companies?
I see what you mean.
Nobody knows. And I think everybody is, certainly the last 24 hours online, have been going, what does it mean?
I see.
Does it mean that movie tickets will be more expensive? Does it mean that Americans won't get foreign movies in the cinemas?
Right. I mean, the way tariffs normally work, I just sort of presumed that meant foreign movies in the future would be more expensive to go and watch in America, and so more people would be encouraged to watch local movies.
But, well, for example, the latest Deadpool movie was filmed outside the US. Gladiator 2 was filmed outside the US, and yet it's a US film.
Yeah, I didn't really think of that.
It's very strange. That said, when Parasite won the Academy Awards, Donald Trump did get very angry on social media at the time. He was very upset about it. So there seems to be a history of Donald Trump and movie making that may suggest that he wants to protect the American movie industry in some way, but we don't know what way that is.
You know, on a personal note, I'm sort of curious to know how Donald Trump might react to the recent Korean animation King of Kings, which was released in America. And it hasn't been released in Korea yet. But it was made by a Korean director and it was produced by a Korean film company. Even though all of the cast are English, the whole movie is done in English, and I believe the people who took part, they're American and Canadian and British, but nonetheless, it's sort of also a Christian movie as well. So I'm curious to know how he would react. We don't know yet, but you know.
It'll be interesting. Certainly, I'm on the English dub for a Korean animation that's coming out soon as well. So I don't know whether Donald Trump's going to tariff me.
We'll see. You mentioned something really interesting, and it was to ruffle someone's feathers.
I love this expression, Sue. Because if you've ever watched birds, and I know not many people watch them that closely, when birds get upset or get agitated, they ruffle their feathers. They move their feathers about or puff themselves up. So if you ruffle someone's feathers, you get under their skin. You're starting to either tease them or annoy them or make them stressed or worried. It's basically some kind of aggravation.
그래요. RUFFLE.
Yes, like the ruffles on a skirt or a shirt.
아하, 그렇군요. 그 러플이랑 똑같은 거예요. 옷에 있는 러플이랑. 근데 ruffle someone's feathers라고 하면은 새의 깃털을 부풀리듯이 누군가를 굉장히 불편하게 만들거나 화나게 만들다라는 의미가 있어요.
So we have get under someone's skin, but for me that always feels a bit creepy. I much prefer ruffle someone's feathers as the image is a little cuter.
맞아요. So you said earlier on that the US president's announcement has ruffled ruffled the feathers of movie makers.
Or ruffled feathers online.
There you go. 자, 굉장히 좋은 표현이었고요. 그다음에 이제 hit with he will hit movies with tariffs. 이런 표현이 있었습니다.
So when we're talking about governments and government policies and we use hit, it's not a literal hit. It's some kind of penalty in some way. It's going to be some kind of financial disadvantage. So you can hit someone or something with tariffs, with sanctions, with penalties, with taxes. Basically means there's going to be some kind of financial repercussion.
네. Hit someone with something. 누군가에게 무엇을 부과하다.
And for headline number one, we're all getting hit with a bigger bill at the restaurant.
Yes, that's right. In this case, we're talking about tariffs, 관세, and to ramp something up.
Well, it's to increase it, whatever it may be. In this case, trade disputes, making more of them or making them bigger.
Yeah, absolutely. 뭔가를 늘리거나 증가시키는 것을 ramp up라고 하죠. Let me read the headline again. US President Donald Trump has announced he will hit movies made in foreign countries with 100% tariffs, ramping up trade disputes with nations around the world. Now here's our next headline.
Russia's largest ever diamond, a 100-carat vivid yellow gemstone dubbed New Sun, is expected to be sold at auction.
러시아 역사상 가장 큰 다이아몬드로 선명한 노란색 빛의 100캐럿의 크기를 자랑하는 새로운 태양 New Sun이라는 이름의 다이아몬드가 경매에 나올 예정입니다.
This is an incredible diamond. For
Yeah.
one, when I read about this, I was mind-boggled to learn that it's estimated to be over 1 billion years old,
Yeah.
which is just... I can't come to grips with how old this diamond is. It was found in a deposit in Russia's far east in the frozen wastes over there. It was 200 carats, and that's not the edible kind. It's C-A-R-A-T, carat. But they had to cut it down. It took them 2 years to shape it. So now it's 100 carats. And yes, it's going to be up for auction sometime in the near future. We don't have an exact date yet,
Right.
but I'm sure that gem dealers and gem appreciators are going to be very interested for how much it goes for.
그렇습니다. 뭐 몇백억 원 이상이 예상된다고 해요. 뭐 못해도. 그럼 표현 한번 보겠습니다. The color is a very vivid yellow.
Vivid is a great word to know if you're into art or gemstones. Means it's going to be very bright or very deep. It has that sense of intensity to it. So we talk about a vivid blue sky when it feels like it's impossibly blue. It's just the bluest of all blues.
Vivid. I don't think we're wearing too vivid colors today.
Oh, no. But maybe some of our listeners have a vivid imagination, which means you can picture lots of interesting things in your head.
아주 선명하다는 의미가 있죠. V-I-V-I-D, vivid. So a vivid yellow color means it's not just any kind of yellow. It's not a pastel yellow.
No.
It's a very bright yellow.
Exactly, yes.
What about dubbed?
Well, I'm on the English dub of a movie, which means I dubbed it, I did the voiceover. But here, dub is different. To dub someone or dub something is to give them a new name. Similar to nickname, but actually it can be official. In the UK, the king will dub you Sir, for example, will make you a knight. But you can dub someone a different name if you want to give them a name different to their original.
네, 뭐뭐라고 불리운다라는 뜻이 있고요. 또 우리가 외화 같은 경우에는 더빙을 하죠.
네.
그때 의미는 이제 거기다가 말을 붙인다. 그래서 더빙을 하는 건데 선생님도 더빙 얘기 많이 하시고 저도 가끔씩 하는데 in this case we're talking about its name, its nickname.
Yeah, so
called New Sun.
So it can be as simple as a nickname or it could be something more official, like the name of a spacecraft.
Okay. Well, I'm going to read the headline again. Russia's largest ever diamond, a 100-carat vivid yellow gemstone dubbed New Sun, is expected to be sold at auction. All right, let's move on to our final headline.
Scientists have developed what they call an unparalleled snake antivenom using the blood of an American man who endured more than 200 snake bites, which have been proven effective, against fatal doses from multiple venomous snake species.
Yeah, I guess we could just say it's proven effective. And actually,
Yes.
if I might make a quick correction here, and I'm so sorry I didn't say this earlier on, I think we should say has in this case, because we are talking about the antivenom.
I'm so sorry, Sue.
It's not your fault.
I will leave.
Not your fault at all. It's my bad, if anything.
The problem is that because snake bites comes after the antivenom, our brain goes, oh, it's a plural.
Exactly.
Well, instead of singular.
Yeah. But as you said it instinctually, I think we could just say which has proven effective.
Yes.
And take out the bin.
Exactly.
That's fine as well.
Yeah, put the bin in the bin.
Put the bin in the bin. There are so many ways of writing headlines and sentences. So that's just another suggestion there. I'm going to do the Korean for that, which I skipped.
Okay.
Here it is. 학계에서 독보적이라는 평가를 받는 만능 뱀 해독제가 개발됐습니다. 이 해독제는 이번 개발을 위해 200회 이상 뱀에 물리는 상황을 견뎌낸 한 남성의 혈액을 사용한 것으로 여러 종류의 뱀 독에 효과가 있는 것으로 확인됐습니다. So let's talk about this man, first of all.
He's incredible. Mr. Friede is his name. He's been doing this for 18 years. And the idea is that he wants to help people. And the thing is, it's not just 200 bites. That's one thing. He's also had 700 injections of venom. And we're talking about not from, your average garden snake. These are mambas, cobras, taipans, kraits, some of the world's deadliest snakes. Because he knows there are people who die from these snake bites. And he was committed, once he started, he kept going to finding the best antivenom. Because usually what we have done in the past is use animals, like use horses, for example, and injecting small doses of snake venom into them to develop an antivenom. But he has committed his life to being bitten and being injected, and it does mean we could be on the edge of a breakthrough.
Well, this is really good news, especially for a mountainous country like Korea, where we do have quite a few snakes here and there.
But even more so for countries like Australia, where you have snakes that will kill you with one bite.
Right, of course. And this is unparalleled, is what they're saying. What does that mean?
We've not seen anything like it. We can't compare it to anything. If something is in parallel, it's going along in the same direction at the same time, like two lines running parallel. If it's unparalleled, there's nothing next to it, nothing to compare it to. It's unlike anything else.
비할 데가 없다는 뜻이군요.
네.
It's unparalleled. 자, 그다음에 이제 해독제가 바로 antivenom인데요. 이 스펠링이 anti 그다음에 venom 한 단어로 붙여 있다 보니까 어디서 끊어야 되나 조금 헷갈려 보일 수 있지만 anti 다음에 끊으시면 됩니다.
네.
venom이라는 것 자체가 독이에요. poison.
Yeah, if you've seen the movies, you'll have met the character Venom.
Oh.
He's had 3 movies with Tom Hardy now.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah.
Is that a superhero movie?
A super anti-hero.
A super anti-hero movie. Okay. I'm not familiar with that one, but yeah, sure. And what about to endure something?
To endure something is to get through it, to survive it, to bear it. For example, every winter, Korea endures the cold for 4 months.
뭔가 견뎌내는 것을 endure라고 하죠. 자, 그러면 다시 한번 읽어보겠습니다. Scientists have developed what they call an unparalleled snake antivenom using the blood of an American man who endured more than 200 snake bites, which has proven effective against fatal doses from multiple venomous snake species.
That was a doozy of a headline.
I do apologize.
So do
Should
I.
have made it smoother earlier on. All right, well, those were the headlines with the wonderful Paul Matthews.